Hello and welcome to Houston RC's YouTube channel. Today's video is about crawling, which is new to us. If you were hoping for a racing video, you can stop right now. However, if you're one of the many enthusiasts or hobbyists right now getting into crawling with us, follow along, you may learn a thing or two. We are going to take an Axial SCX24 and get it ready for our new Class 0. So over the next few minutes, we're going to take a base run, then look at the current metrics and key measurements of the chassis. Then we're going to throw some upgrade parts on it, retake the measurements, retake the balancing, and then see if we're headed in the right direction. And our hope is that you can learn along with us on how to build a good Class 0 chassis. So let's get right into it. The lowest point is the front differential housing, and that is 19 millimeters.
Let's look at the side tip over angle. We'll do it 2 times, once facing forward, once facing the rear. Starts to get light around 35 or 38, 39, and it tips over. Now let's face it with the rear facing us just to see if it's the same. So we're up to 35, 38. Let's look at the tip over angle from the front. So we're past 40, 45, 50, starting to move, 55. Let's look at the tip angle from the front. This would be a downhill. We're up to 45, we're up to 50. Oh, starting to move around 50. Okay, let's look at the RTI, Ramp Travel Index. I've got it at 11 here, and as you can see, I can pass this underneath. Let's move it to 10. Yep, so this is definitely 10. Let's look at the corner balancing scale and see how she distributes her weight. %, front, 52% rear, 318.9 grams total weight. That is one of the heavier stock ones. Okay, so let's see how she does on our course. This is the course that we used for our July mini comp. And we're just gonna see how it does. The only change I did is servo was dead on arrival, believe it or not, so I did have to upgrade the servo. I was hoping to do 100% stock. Let's see how she does. I love how scale it looks. And on the board we got 19 millimeters of clearance for the differentials. So any object that's higher than 19 mil, we possibly could hit. And we're gonna take the toughest lines we can. Let's see if we make it here. Ooh. Okay, did not roll. I thought I'd roll it there. And I'm not worried about reversing so much. And that's stock motor, not the smoothest, but this is a Class 0 build, so it is what it is. Man, it's such a simple line there, and I'm making it look very difficult. And onto our mud pit. Ooh. Let's see if I can save that. And I did not. I'm gonna make it easy for me. Put it in the mud pit. And this is a pretty light car, so hopefully it'll do better in the mud pit than most heavier cars that sink in. And these stock tires, not the grippiest. They look very scale though. I want to say at the mini comp there were a few guys with power wagons that struggled here as well. And I'm going to try it 3 times before I just skip the feature. And now I'm just making a mess of things. So tried it 3 times. I'm going to pick it up, put it right here. Really curious to see if that'll clear it once we put the better tires on there. I'm also realizing I cannot drive and record at the same time. But yeah, crawling is new to me. That's pretty funny. I'm struggling in some very easy sections. The car disappears in our tunnel for a little bit. This is probably one of the taller SCX24, so I feel like in a lot of areas where most of them would not struggle, this one will struggle. So that completes our green course. Now our orange course is not really made for class 0, but let's see what we can do. I'll try everything 3 times, and if we can't get it, we will just reset. And I have high centered, so I'm going to reset here for the sake of this video not being an hour. So this is where earlier we showed you guys the side tip over feature. So this is where shocks will help. Longer shocks will definitely help here. This feature right here, a lot of us are struggling right there. Let's see how she does. I'm going to try to hug the right side as much as possible, and I want to say I'll struggle a lot just by how I saw the other guys with stock power wagons and gladiators struggle here. So that angle you can see better from here. Man, that is beautiful. I love the scale look of this car. And for those that are unaware, in the box you do get other accessories that go on the in the bed of this truck. They don't install it for some reason. Whereas if you buy the Gladiator, those same accessories are already mounted for you. So now we're on our sketchy bridge. Going carefully here. So that's where it could tip over. I opted not to add any accessories. Right now I am just giving you guys a base run before we start modding other stuff. And pretty much once we get to this point, we just have to get to the rock finish. And let's see if I can get this without rolling. There you see the beautiful brass servo from Reefs RC. And at this point we are done. So that is a look of the SCX24 1940s Power Wagon. Love the look. Anyways, thanks for watching. We'll make some modifications and then come right back. Thank you. Okay, so now let's talk about the upgrades. So this car is going to be a Class 0 car where we do allow servo modifications. So this particular car will be receiving a Reefs RC brass servo. This is their 99 micro brass edition, so it is a little heavy. It's 36 grams. This is the mount that will be required to mount this servo onto that car. Injora's 39 gram on each side, 39 gram per piece brass wheels. They look great. They're called, I think, Power Wagon wheels. Let's check Injora's quality control while we're at it. So I'm going to place each wheel on each side, and we're looking for what's the I guess deviation from one wheel to the next. And as you can see, a perfect 39.2, 39.2, 39.2, 39.2. So that's 10 out of 10 to Injora for getting it right. It's a wheel that we will also link up below on where you can buy it. It comes in a few different colors. Tires. So this Class 0 is a 54 millimeter limit. So I believe these tires are under that. I'll double check that before I put them on. But this is a scale tire. This is the Falcon Wild Peak MT 1 inch, and 1 inch just means if it's the 1 inch wheel. I think this is somewhere around the 50 to 54 millimeters of actual overall height. And lastly, shocks were allowed by the club. So our club doesn't mind that if you guys do shocks in Class 0 or 1, 40 millimeter scale big bore shocks from Injura. These are turning out to be really good. I've seen them on a few builds. They feel really nice. They don't have the double reservoir, but they feel fantastic. We will be putting 30 weight in them, not overfilling, but we will be putting some shock oil in them. So let's put all these mods on this car and see how she does. Okay, so we've done the modifications. When we corner balanced it earlier, it was, I believe, 48% front, 52 in the rear, with about 319 grams total. we've got all our modifications on there. Let's see if we can get this Class 0 build closer to 55%. That would be ideal. Okay, so on the total weight, we're 496 grams. So we've definitely gained some weight. We're not at 55% front. We are at 53%. So I guess this is what we're gonna have to do for now. I may want to play with some shock fluids, maybe heavier in the front, lighter in the rear. But it looks like this is improvement. We're headed in the right direction. Front right 134, front left 130. That's as simple as moving the shock perch position a little bit to get it to balance. The rear right 120, rear left 110. So we can definitely play with balance a little bit more and optimize it as well. Again, I'm not sure how much of this is going to translate to crawling, but coming from a racing background, every gram matters to us. So we're going to set up our crawlers like we're racing and see how we do.
So believe it or not, due to all the added weight, we actually lost 3 millimeters of ride height.
Okay, so before the modifications, the side tip over angle was close to 38, 39 degrees, adding weight on the bottom, if it's actually helped or not. So 38, 39 was before. Let's see what we do right now. I'm gonna keep my hand here so I don't scuff up the body. Okay, so 35-ish. So I am past the stock tip over angle of 38, 39, so that's good. Money well spent. 45. So as soon as I said 45, it tipped over. To confirm that, let's go ahead and try the other way. Oops, battery came out. So let me put that back. Okay, let's have it facing the other way. So I'm up to 40, so past stock. So I'd say let's call that 46-ish, 46, 47-ish. So that's good news because the course where this particular car will be played with, side tip over angle will be very important. Okay, let's check the front tip over angle now. I can see the shocks just unloaded. Or 40, 45, 50, 55. Wow, that's really good. We're at 60 now, and the car has unloaded. I can feel it on my hand right here. It's kind of locked in. So we gained about 5 degrees there. Let's try this way, make sure the wheels aren't getting stuck on anything. 50, 55. The tires are moving. 60, so right around, I'd say, what do we call that? 63, 64. So we're definitely seeing improvements on the side tip over, front tip over, I guess, as well as the back side of it tipping over as well. So that's good news. We're definitely heading in the right direction. Okay, so last time we did the RTI Ramp Travel Index, we got to number 10. So this time I'm going to start at number 10. That was 10 was stock. So as you can see, I can't go underneath. So that's 10. That's 11. 12. I can tell you the added weight definitely helps. 13. So that's really good. This will help with climbing. 14. Wow, I'm really impressed right now. I mean, offset it a little. So at 15, I am still all 4 tires. So I just put it to 16, and I can now, as you can see, I can kind of move the tire a little bit. So at 16, so we went from 10 to 15. That's a 50% improvement. I like where this is headed. This is good news. So hopefully this will crawl a lot better. Okay, so we've got the Enduro shocks on. We've got the Enduro wheels on. We've got RC four-wheel drive Wild Peak tires on. We've got the Reef servo in there. Everything that you can do to Class 0, we've got on there. And yes, ooh, indeed, it looks beautiful. I also, while playing with it, learned that this is functional. So you just pull it up and look at that. That's pretty cool. Anyway, so with all these mods on there, I'm gonna go ahead and send you guys or show you guys a different picture of what the weight distribution, but let's see how it does on the course. Okay, this run, all modifications that we can do in Class 0 are on there. Still a little tippy. It's just top end really heavy. And that's without any accessories. I can't even imagine how it'll be once we get more accessories on there. I'm glad we did the servo because I can tell you with the added weight, I don't think the stock servo, not that it held at all, would have actually been able to pull this weight. Stock motor feels like a stock motor. I'll leave it at that. I think if we added anything else, it would definitely need an upgrade on the motor. By the way, it just flew through our articulation alley. Let's see how it does in the mud pit with the added weight. The last time I really struggled. Oh, wow. Well, that's a little better. Come on, grip. Oh, okay. That's awesome. Did not have to use any assistance. So far all the modifications we did, I'd say money well spent. It's going through sections before where I had a lot of trouble. Okay, let's see if I can do this clean. Check this out. I was rolling here while just talking to y'all, but with the added weight, remember 39 grams per side. Ooh. Driving in the dark, not really knowing where my car is. Believe it or not, that was my driving, not the car. I was steering the other way. Okay, so green course done pretty easily. Oh, nice rotation there. Hopefully the camera caught that. I need a cameraman. So green course done. So far every modification we've done has been money well spent, I'd say. Can't tell you how much easier it is to drive. So I don't expect to do this part, but let's see how it does anyways. Because last time I picked it up and placed it here. I'm surprised I have not rolled it yet. Yeah, this is a very tough part. I don't expect to do that with any Class 0 car. Place it here to make it easy for me. It's always me, guys. Remember, I'm the weak link here. Ooh, nice save there. So let's see how it does in the tip over section, which with added weight on the wheels, will it help or will it make it worse? And so far, from controlling it, I can tell you it makes it easy for me. Very nice. We are just flying through sections. I could go way faster, but I'm looking at the car as well as the camera, which I'm holding. Lots of articulation now with those Endura 40mm big bore shocks. Love the brass look, and it made this course look very, very easy. I have not rolled in any section that I shouldn't have. The one section I did roll was a Class 0, or I should say a Class 2 kind of thing. Oh, and as I'm talking, look where I'm about to roll. I think I've made a mess of this. That's me picking the wrong line, and that's it, guys. So we probably shaved a full minute, even though I was talking in detail. So that's what it looks like. That concludes this build for now.
If you're still watching, we'd like to give a shout out to Kyosho and Axial for helping us get the crawler course ready, as well as our local group of guys that all bought locally from us and supported getting the course ready for us. If you'd like to help us grow, please hit like and subscribe. Thank you for watching.